Governor LePage held the first of his several planned town hall-style meetings tonight. The governor is pushing his budget proposal that would lower Maine's income tax rates and increase taxes on sales and service. WMTW News 8's political reporter Paul Merrill was at tonight's meeting and joins us now live from Westbrook. Paul.
Steve, it took us about 10 minutes to drive from where you are at the studio to the site of tonight's meeting, and that's the point. For a lot of Mainers, Augusta is a long drive, and appointments with the governor are hard to come by. Trust me, I know. Doing it this way brings the governor to the people, lets them ask him questions face-to-face about his budget proposal, but still, as with everything, you can't please everybody.
Governor, how do you justify your cuts to general assistance?
The liveliest part of tonight's meeting came the moment it ended, when members of a group who had been protesting outside voiced their concerns that Governor LePage didn't answer their questions about how cuts to general assistance funding will affect poorer Mainers and immigrants.
And how do you respond to those who claim it is unethical to do so?
But this governor did not shy away from a litany of other tough questions that came from people in this crowd. One issue that came up early on is the way the governor's budget could have hundreds of nonprofit groups paying new property taxes. These kids are part of the afternoon daycare program at Camp Ketcha in Scarborough. The camp sits on 107 acres of prime real estate. Executive Director Tom Doherty says the governor's plan would leave the camp with a hefty new tax bill.
I think it's around $13,000. We haven't had a budget surplus of $13,000 in a long time, so that obviously means we've got to cut somewhere.
The governor expects his proposed cuts to Maine's income tax rates to help out the nonprofits indirectly.
And there's going to be all that money available for nonprofits to go and look for donations. And I maintain that the good nonprofits who do good for the community are recognized, and there's going to be a flood of money going to them.
Governor LePage points out that nonprofits use municipal services for free right now.
And I think that everybody who makes a living off the state resources ought to be contributing.
Ron Hall is the executive director of the group Maine Summer Camps. He says the governor's plan could cause some camps to close.
I think if you look at the services that these camps provide for the families in the state of Maine, then it far outweighs what they might not be paying in service fees or taxes.
The next of these meetings is being planned for the Bangor area. It will be held sometime in early March. That's the latest live here in Westbrook. Paul Merrill, WMTW News 8.